The situation at the border in Jammu and Kashmir is escalating. NDTV has learnt that Pakistani troops fired at Indian posts in 25 locations along the border overnight in a major violation of the 2003 ceasefire pact between the two countries. There was firing in Hiranagar, Kathua, Samba, Arispura and Pargawal sectors. In Pargawal, one BSF Jawan was injured and one policeman was injured in Kanachak. All types of weapons were used, including small arms, rockets and mortars. There have been nearly 200 ceasefire violations at the LOC and the international border in just the last 2 months. But now the international border has erupted in a big way. Zafar Iqbal spoke to the injured BSF Jawan who was injured in Kanchak in the Pargawal sector.
गिरधारी लाल जी, ये बताइए क्या हुआ था?
हम सुबह निकलते हैं गश्त पे, थाने में ड्यूटी है तो सुबह निकलते हैं गश्त पे। जब गश्त पे निकले मैं पहुंचा कानाचक, उधर से वो मोटर का फायर आया तो वो मुझे लग गया।
कहाँ से आया?
वो पाकिस्तान से आया, वो मुझे लगा तो मैं फिर उधर ही गिर गया। फिर मैंने अपने SHO को फ़ोन किया, वो गाड़ी लेकर आए, उन्होंने उठा गए तो फिर मेरा हॉस्पिटल पहुंचाया GM से।
ये मोटर का शेल जो है ये मार्केट में गिरा? मार्केट में आप थे या क्या बॉर्डर पे थे?
थोड़ा बाहर था, रोड पे गिरा था।
काफी ज्यादा फायरिंग हुई वहाँ पे?
और उधर जो गिरे हैं 4 गिरे हैं। जब मैं उधर खड़ा था एक मुझे लगा था ना, 2 गिरे थे उसी टाइम, 2 फिर बाद में गिरे हैं, उधर 4 गिरे हैं इसी जगह पे।
काफी दहशत का माहौल है वहाँ पर?
बहुत दहशत का माहौल है। रात को कई लोगों को नींद नहीं आती, पूरी रात चलते हैं। अब 5-6 रोज हो गए लगातार फायरिंग होती है दिन रात को।
People here are very worried. They're living very close to the border. Let's talk to them. अंजू देवी जी, आपका घर ये है, कल रात को यहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा फायरिंग हुई, गोलीबारी हुई, क्या आप बताएंगे थोड़ा?
फायरिंग हुई ना जब, तो फिर उसके बाद ये बड़े बड़े धमाके होने लगे, मकान पूरा हिल गया, ऐसे लगा कि जैसे कोई भंजाल आ रहा है। हमने सोचा जी क्या हो गया, तो बच्चे बोल रहे थे मम्मा बहुत डर लग रहा है हमको, हम कैसे इधर रहेंगे, हमें कुछ जहाँ से ले जाओ कहीं और, हम नहीं इधर रहेंगे, हमें बहुत डर लग रहा है।
फिर अब क्या फैसला किया आपने?
फैसला क्या करना, ये ऐसे हालात रहेंगे, गवर्नमेंट ऐसे ही करेगी तो हमें कहीं जाना पड़ेगा यहाँ से।
तो बच्चे भी स्कूल नहीं गए?
नहीं, बच्चे भी स्कूल नहीं गए हैं।
यहाँ पे जो लोग रहते हैं उन्होंने पहले पलायन किया था जब हालात खराब थे, फिर सीज फायर हुआ तो लोग वापस अपने घरों में आ गए। अब लगता है दोबारा से उस तरह के हालात बने हैं यहाँ पे?
हाँ, बन गए जी।
क्या लगता है आपको, काफी डर और खौफ का माहौल?
हाँ, बहुत डर है सर। जहाँ गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ सोचना चाहिए। इधर फसल काटनी है लोगों ने, फसल भी नहीं काट सकते, खेत में नहीं जाने देते, कैसे जाएंगे?
कौन नहीं जाने देता?
नहीं, इधर फौज लगी है ना दरिया पर, तो वो नहीं जाने देते हमें। वो इधर फसल भी काटनी है, रात को इतना धमाके हुए, 8 बम पड़े हैं इधर।
Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah is hit out at the Pakistan Prime Minister over the violations. He said the centre must explore other options if the violations continue.
It cannot be a situation where we are on the receiving end and no response is given. I think our Prime Minister was very forthright in putting across India's concerns in New York. A mechanism had been worked out whereby the DGMOs of both countries would meet to discuss cooling of the LOC and the IB. That has not happened so far. I believe that is an option that needs to be exercised, failing which, obviously, Government of India will have to look at responding in kind. Civilian areas are being targeted, as a result of which people are moving out of those areas. As an immediate measure, I have asked the Deputy CM along with 4 other ministers to visit these areas today. The Union Home Minister and I will be travelling to the area tomorrow. Clearly, we will have to put into place a contingency package in which both the state and the centre will have to cooperate so that the minimum disruption to these people's lives takes place.
मी परवा दिवशी सांबा सेक्टरमध्ये चाललेला आहे आणि जिथून घुसखोरी झालेली आहे त्या सगळ्या ठिकाणी मी जाण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो. मध्यंतरी अशीच घुसखोरी गुजरातच्या बाजूने एका शरण अपघातमधून झालेली होती, आज तिकडे थांबवलेली.
The Foreign Minister said the government is taking the violations very seriously. but he denied that the ceasefire agreement has collapsed.
We have reports of villagers fleeing from villages along the line of control, given the kind of firing and mortar shelling there's been. Isn't this a very real problem? Isn't this a very immediate problem?
Well, it is of course a problem, and we take it most seriously. But let me assure you, the army is well prepared. The army knows what to do. There are standard operating procedures. This is an area which is best left to the army and the commanders to take a view on. They know the overall context. They understand that. We have our total trust and faith in the Indian Army. We can, and I can take this opportunity to express our deep gratitude for the sacrifices that they make and the effort that they put in to protect all citizens. Of course, this is an extremely upsetting inconvenience, but I hope that we'll be able to handle it. As long as there are no casualties, the violations remain an irritant, but the casualties are what add to the tragedy and the pathos, and I hope that we will not see any more casualties.
But Mr. Khurshid, isn't it fair to say that the ceasefire agreement between the two countries has virtually collapsed?
No, I don't think that's true. There are violations, and that's why, and many violations, but it is largely small arms fire, and it is unacceptable and certainly counterproductive. But I don't think that we can, at this point, say that the ceasefire is collapsed and that we are in a state beyond ceasefire. I think that would not be a correct assessment of the situation, and certainly not an assessment that I believe the army would give us.